Good day, everyone. Welcome to an instructional video titled Mastering Differentiation Rules. In this lesson, we will explore the concepts of differentiation, which is one of the fundamental topics in calculus. Differentiation helps us determine the rate at which a quantity changes, or in simpler terms, how fast something is increasing or decreasing at a given point. This concept is widely used in real life situations such as measuring speed in physics, analyzing trends in business, and solving problems in engineering and science. In this video, we will explain the basic rules of differentiation, including the power rule, constant multiple rule, and other important rules. We will also provide clear examples to help you understand how these rules are applied step by step. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to solve differentiation problems efficiently.
The differentiation rules. We have four rules. The first rule, the constant rule. F of x equal to c, where c is a constant. Then f of x equal to 0, the derivative of a constant is equal to 0. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay kapag constant number ay laging sagot ay 0. Example number 1 is f of x equals to 10. Yung, yung 10 ay constant number. Kaya ang magiging sagot nito ay 0. Kaya din sa example number 2. Constant number kaya ang sagot ay equals to 0. Basta tatandaan kapag constant rule ay laging sagot ay equals to 0. Rule number 2, the power rule. F of x equals to x raised to n, then prime equals to nx raised to n minus 1. Yung exponent natin ay mapupunta sa unahan at maminasan ng 1. Example number 1 is f of x equals to x cubed. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, yung exponent natin ay mapupunta sa unahan. Copy x. Then, maminas natin siya sa 1. Three minus 1 is 2. Ito ng final answer. Example number 2. Paano pag fraction yung binigay? At yung x natin ay nasa denominator. Ang gagawin natin ay express natin to. Ganito na ang kinalabasan kapag na-express na siya. Ganito ang formation niya. Same process din lang. Yung exponents natin ay mapupunta sa unahan. Copy x. Negative 2 minus negative 1 equals to negative 3. Ito ng final sagot. Third rule is the constant multiple rule. May apply natin yung dalawang rule. Yung constant rule at yung power rule. If f of x equals to k times hx, where k is a constant, then prime fx equals to k times prime h of x. Example number 1. Copy lang natin yung 5. Tapos yung exponent natin mapupunta sa unahan. At ima-minus natin ng isa. Five times 3/4 equals to 3/4 minus 1 is copy x, kaya magiging negative 1/4. Ito na ang final na sagot. The example number 3 is ganun din lang na process. Copy natin. At yung yung exponent natin mapupunta sa unahan. At maminasan natin ng isa. One-third times one-third is equals to 9. Copy x. 1/3 minus 1 is negative 2/3. Last rule is the derivative of a sum and difference. If f of x equals to g of x, positive negative is x, then prime f of x equals to prime g of x, positive negative prime h of x. Ma-apply na natin yung tatlong product. The first example is yung prime g of x natin ay magiging 3x cube siya. At yung negative 7x natin ay magiging prime x of x siya. Then, maya apply natin yung product rule. Yung exponent mapupunta sa unahan. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1, kaya x na lang siya. Then, yung negative 7x natin ay magiging 7 lang siya kasi 1 naman na yung x niya. Ang final sagot ay sec of x equals to negative 7. The example number 2 is, ganun din lang ang process. Yung prime g of x natin ay magiging 2x cube. At yung prime h of x natin ay magiging 3x cube. At kapag sumobra naman ng tatlo ay gagamitin na lang natin yung p. Magiging 5x siya. The derivative na natin. Yung exponent natin nilagay natin sa unahan gamit to, at yung exponent natin ay mamamainasan ng 1. Kaya 3 times 2 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. Kaya 6x squared. 2 squared. Ganun din lang dito yung process. Two times 3 is 6. Copy x. 2 minus 1 is 1. Kaya wala na siyang 1 dito kasi x na lang. Kasi isa din lang to. Last one is wala na din lang siyang exponent kaya magiging 5 na lang to. Ang final answer is 6 plus 6x plus 5. Square plus 6x plus 5.
Gaussian rule is f of x minus g of x, and here is one of the one formula also. And before that, let me give an example of Gaussian rule. F of x equals x plus 3 all over x. Step 1. Identify top and bottom. So our top is x plus 3 and our bottom is x. Step 2. Derivative. X plus 3. So yung x muna, x minus x, x. 1 minus 1 equals x. And constant naman yung 3. Constant rule. So 0. Wala na. Yung 1, dito na natin x kasi siya. So parang may invisible siya, yun na lang. Yung 1. So x. Yung x naman yun. So 1 din. After that, yung step 3. Apply the rule. Bottom times derivative of top equals x open close parenthesis, and 1 minus top x derivative of bottom, open and close parenthesis, x plus 3, and then 1. So, paano natin ikukan yan? Put together natin yan. Bago muna, x plus 3, yung 1, x, and yung 1, yung mga delimiter niya. Ngayon, i-cross multiply natin. X plus 3 equals 1, and yung x equals 1. So, step 4, put together. And then dy all over dx equals x minus 1, x minus, open and close parenthesis, x plus 3, open close parenthesis, minus x squared. Yung x squared, kinuha natin sa isang formula. After that, step 5 tayo, simplify. Distribute the minus x minus x using the FILE method. X minus positive 3 equals negative 3. X minus x, x minus positive 3, negative 3, all over x squared, copy. After that, x minus x, 0, 0 minus 3 equals negative 3, all over x squared. Yung x squared, copy lang natin dun sa denominator niya. So, we will solve quotient rule, 2x all over x squared. But before that, we will find derivative of 2x and x squared. The derivative of 2x is 2, and the derivative of x squared is 2x with the use of power rule. 2, ipunta mo doon, kaya naging 2x. And after that, i-apply na natin, pagdudugtugtungin na natin ito by using cross multiply. 2, yung 2, x squared yun, minus. And then 2x, 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 all over, copy. And after natin nakopya, ikon na natin. Ito yung 2 dito. Saan natin ito nakuha yung 2? Sa formula. Yung 2. And after that, dito na tayo. Pag na-minus na natin, ito na yung nalabas. Ito na. Yung 2, 2, 4, 4, negative 2. Yung x, tanggalin na natin yung x squared. Kaya naging 2 na. 2 all over 4 minus 2 equals x squared. Kaya ang answers dun ay 2 over x squared. Yan. And now, product rules of derivative. F of x times g of x. Example number 1. Y is equals 3x squared negative 4 x squared negative 2x. But first, let's find the derivative of 3x squared negative 4. The derivative is 6 squared. Paano natin yung nakuha? Yung 2, punta natin sa 3. Times natin. Yung 2, times natin sa 3. Kaya naging 6. And then copy x. Now, yung x squared negative 3x naman. Ang derivative ng x squared negative 3x ay 2x negative 3. Paano natin nakuha? Yung 2, ibababa natin kasama ng 2x. Kaya naging 2x siya. Kaya yung 3 mag-i-stay. And yung x ay 1 minus 1, kaya 0 na siya, kaya wala na siya. Kaya ito na yung naging derivative niya. After nating makuha yung mga derivative niya, pagsasama-samahin natin sila. 3x squared, negative 4, 2x, negative 3, yung derivative ng x squared, negative 3x, plus x squared minus 3x, and times 6x. Now, gamitin natin yung FEL method. 3x squared times 2x, x squared, x cubed, 3x squared and times negative 3 is equals to negative 9x squared. Sunod naman to, negative 4 times 2x equals negative 8x. Negative 4 times negative 3, positive 12. Next, x squared times 6x equals x cube. 2 plus 1, yung invisible 1 doon kaya naging 3. And negative 3x times 6x equals negative 18x squared. Ngayon, pagsasamahin natin sila. 6x cube plus 6x cube equals 12x cube. And negative 9x squared minus negative 18x squared equals negative 27x squared. And bring down 8x kasi wala na siyang kaparehas. And then yung 12 kasi wala na din ang kaparehas. And then nakuha natin yung sagot. 12x cubed minus 27x squared minus 8x plus 12. Ayan.
We will be tackling about the derivatives of trigonometric functions. So we will be starting with the basic derivatives we must remember. So first, we must always remember that sine x is equals to cosine x. Cosine x is equals to negative sine x. Tangent x is equals to secant squared x. Cotangent x is equals to negative cosecant squared x. Secant x is equals to secant x tangent x. And finally, cosecant x is equals to negative cosecant x cotangent x. Now, we must apply these rules to example number 1. So for example number 1, we have f of x is equals to secant x plus 3 cosecant x. So to be able to answer this equation, we must first find their derivatives. So we must find the derivative of secant x and cosecant x. So we must look back into the ones that I have told you earlier, which secant x is equals to secant x tan x. So we're going to write that down in here, and we're going to write the plus sign. The next step is to bring down the 3 and find the derivatives of cosecant x. So we need to find that, and we have finally found it. It is negative cosecant x cotangent x. So we have to write that next to the 3 with open and close parentheses. After that, we will be distributing the number 3 into this. However, you don't really need to kind of distribute it to all of it, since the only thing that you will have to do is to multiply the positive 3 into this negative sign right here. So if you multiply that, positive times negative will always equals to negative 3. That is why if you bring that down, it will become negative 3, and then you will bring this down as well. And now you have finally gotten the answer, which is secant x tangent x minus 3 cosecant x cotangent. Now we will move on to example number 2. It is more complicated, but not impossible. So in this equation, we have g of x is equals to x squared sine x minus 3x cosine x plus 5 sine x. So in here, we will be using the product rule since some terms have two functions multiplied to each other, like x squared and sine x, negative 3x cosine x, and 5 and sine x. So in here, first we will be finding the derivative of x squared and sine x, which is equals to x squared cosine x plus sine x and 2x. So if you are wondering how we were able to get cosine x, we just have to look back into the rules that I've told you earlier, which basically tells you how it is gotten. And if you're wondering how we got x squared, we just have to bring that down just like that. And so the next one is we're going to be finding the derivatives of negative 3x and cosine x, which will become negative 3x open parentheses negative sine x plus cosine x multiplied by 1. And then after that, we will be having to find the derivatives of 5 sine x, and it will become 5 cosine x. And if you're wondering how we were able to get the cosine, it's just that we had to look back into this. Now, if you're wondering how we were able to get the 2x, well, it's very simple. So since this, we got it from here. What you're going to do is you're going to take the exponent and multiply it to an invisible 1 right here. So you're going to multiply that exponent to that, and then it will become 2. But what will happen to the 2 in here? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to subtract it by 1, which it will equal to 1, which basically means, or it doesn't have to show up in your equation. And so that will equals to 2x. And now if you were wondering, how were these numbers separated? Well, since we were using the product rule, it just had to be done that way. Next up is you're going to be combining this, and we'll transform it into this, and just like that, x squared will be x squared. Bring it down, cosine will be brought down as well, and just like this. And for this part, you're just going to distribute the number 3, and you will be getting this answer. Next one is you're going to be simplifying the equation, which it will equals to x squared cosine x plus 5x sine x plus 2 cosine x. We will now be tackling about the derivative of an exponential and logarithmic function. So we'll start first with the basics. So these are the basic formulas. So the first one is if f of x is equals to e raised to x, then its derivatives will also be equals to e raised to x. The next one is if f of x is equals to ln x, then the derivative will be equals to 1 over x. Next is if fx is equals to a raised to x, then the derivative is a raised to x ln a, where a is greater than 0. Lastly, if f of x is equals to logarithm with the base of a of x, then the derivative is 1 divided by x ln a, where a is greater than 0. So now let's move on with our example number 1. So first we have f of x is equals to 3e raised to x. So to be able to answer this equation, our constant must always stay, and after that we will be taking the derivatives of e raised to x. And so once we find the derivatives of e raised to x, which is still e raised to x, the answer that we will be getting is f of x is equals to 3 e raised to x. Next, we will move on to example number 2, and for our example number 2, it is g of x is equals to negative 4x squared e raised to x plus 5x e raised to x minus 10 e raised to x. So the first thing that we will do, since each term is a product of a polynomial and ex, we must use the product rule. So first we must differentiate each term. So we must differentiate negative 4x squared and ex, which would be equal to negative 4x squared and negative 8x e raised to x. The next one is we will be finding the we will be differentiating this, and once we do that, we will be getting the derivatives of 5x e raised to x, and it also goes the same with negative 10 multiplied to ex, and once you differentiate it, then you will be getting the answer of negative 10 ex. So the next step is to basically combine all of these, combine the like terms and such, and once you combine the like terms, you will be getting the answer of negative 4x squared minus e raised to x minus 3x e raised to x minus 5ex, and that is the correct answer. To summarize our video, we have successfully tackled about the different derivations that help to understand many real-life situations and mathematical problems. Because of this, we have gained knowledge that will help us in our future matters.